congratulations on the victory in your own tournament again for the men. Obviously, it's got to feel good to come out and play very well in what were just rough conditions.
Yeah, it does feel good to play really well. I mean, the conditions were brutal. We were looking on the weather yesterday evening when we were done, and it was like sustained 23 miles an hour and gusts of like 38. So, some of the numbers that the kids were able to shoot we were really impressed with them. Mainly in the wind. I mean, it's just keep your head down, stay focused. Obviously it's windy here quite a bit. It's windy here more, I think, than some of the people who are traveling here. So the kids felt good about it. The guys joked yesterday that we haven't played at an event that it wasn't windy yet this spring. So they were kind of like, well, here we go again. We've only taken our rain gear off for one tournament last week in Los Angeles. So it's like, it was kind of same old, but it was really cold. So I mean, the 2 rounds that we had under par, I'm really proud of. Those are good rounds, especially today because it was pretty windy early in the round. So Jack had a really solid day today, and he started the day tied for the lead. Right? Tied for the lead, yeah. So, I mean, he started the day, they slept on it with a 3-way tie, and that's good for anybody, and it was a great experience for Justin to being a freshman tied for the lead, He didn't play his best today, but you got to be in that position to learn from it. So, and you can't simulate that. You have to earn your way into the lead and then learn how to work through that. So this was a great time for him to learn as a youngster.
Talk about Jack's performance. I mean, tied for the lead. Obviously, he played very well yesterday, but a 71, only one of the 2 71s all week.
Yeah.
In these conditions with the pressure on, that's an impressive effort.
Yeah, I mean, his demeanor is so good in competition. I mean, his highs and lows aren't extreme. He's got a pretty relaxed demeanor. He lets stuff roll off his back really easy. I've joked with him. I call him the black lab golfer because, hey, it's going to be okay. And I love that. We talked about that today. That it wasn't a lot of high and low. And when he does get low, I mean, all it takes is a couple words of encouragement or a reminder to him, and he kind of just snaps out of it, and he's right back to business. So yeah, I mean, I'm proud of him, and I love the fact that the same thing happened today as yesterday and the day before, where we kind of have this thing where we'll talk about the weather the day before, but the day of we don't even talk about it because we've already talked about it. They've they went to bed knowing it was going to be really windy today. That was the last thing we talked about yesterday. So I love that, that his approach was right on line where it needed to be. And we just talked right now about the fact that just a few minutes ago about, hey, if the weather's lousy up at conference in 3 weeks, it's not gonna blow harder than it did here, because you can't play if it blows harder. We already had a few balls that were moving around on the greens, so I think it's good prep for us.
And then talk about the ladies. Obviously disappointed that they didn't win, but you have to be excited to see 3 of them play phenomenal. Carly and Brittany and Hallie play.
Those were good scores today. I mean, there's no different in the conditions for the ladies, and those are good. Brittany, that's a great score for her in this weather, and Haley and Carly bounced back today after having a rough day yesterday. I hate to. I mean, we were right there. 6 strokes in this kind of weather is not that much, so it was kind of there for us, But really, I was pleased yesterday that despite not a great day, we were 2 strokes back, and there were 3 teams within 3 strokes of each other, and that was just great, to go to bed last night knowing, hey, it's right there. Let's go out and take care of business. Scott was telling me that Stephanie, she ground all the way around. Some days that's the way golf is. You grind and 80 whatever is the best you got that day. And I think that was kind of that day for her today. So, but that's okay. But the other gals were really on top of it today, and that's great.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck the next couple weeks, and
Thanks.
good luck later this month at the conference tournament.
All righty. Thanks.